Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.
G'day there. There was no shortage of irony on Friday as Mr. Guterres of the United Nations, who might just suffer from a dose of alarmism, was declaring global boiling. It was also announced by the IEA on the same day that the world this year is using more coal than ever, and there are no real signs of that changing. So Guterres says a lot of alarmist stuff, and my fear is that this sort of language turns people off. I mean, yes, it's hot in some parts of Northern Europe at the moment, Southern Europe, rather, Northern Hemisphere. Yes, records are being set, but the coverage is alarmist in and of itself. Not all of Europe is melting, not all of North America is melting, of course. In places, it is hopelessly hot. But by declaring global boiling, you are wandering into the world of hyperbole, not constructive dialogue, I would have thought. By the way, it was also announced last week that as far as emissions go, New Zealand is actually doing quite well. We are, in fact, as they say, bending the curve, more so, in fact, than we ever have, bar the time when the country was locked down for COVID. So here's the point. If we are seeing our emissions drop, are we seeing or will we see any real difference in the global temperature? Answer, of course, is no. So the old question arises, what on earth's the point? Well, part of the point is to be seen to be doing our bit, but part of the debate is to at least look at why the world is using more coal, and the IEA gave us the answer as if we didn't already have it. Coal is available. More available than gas and other alternatives. Speaking of gas, on Friday in Victoria, Australia, they announced new homes won't be able to connect to gas anymore, which is fine, as long as there are other reliable means. The word reliable being the key there. Australia has resource issues outside of coal. They refuse to go nuclear, they don't really have hydro, and clearly they're off gas. So then what? Sun, wind, wave? None of it's reliable. South Australia has and is proving that. The whole world has not replaced coal. That's the problem. The usage stats do not lie. We can talk all we want about alternatives, but until they are a hell of a lot more plentiful and reliable than they currently are, guess what? Coal use will grow, and people like Guterres will be combusting in inflammatory language, not to mention frustration.
The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.